Oh, hopefully you are hearing me. But I'm back and I'm live just for a brief minute, just to make sure that I show off some new blooms. And ooh, that's my Forsythia. This is Copper Queen. Um, Anywho, I really just want to show off. I was watering some things and actually gave a little bit of fertilizer, mostly CalMag, and just CalMag and very light feed of uh, Grow. But this, I wanted to say, I just watched Sharon's video, and which was an excellent video. She's always got so much going on, and she had three alabasters, or two kikis and a mother plant, or something like that. But this plant, she was talking about Digbyana crossed with Puparata, and this is Digbyana crossed with Penny Spots, completely different thing, which is Penny Ann amazing, and it is amazing because the fragrance on this, and this satisfies my lust for Penny Corota spots and my lust for Digbyana, both of whom I actually had bloomed Penny Corota, but it died right after. And Digbyana, I just gave up on that after killing so many of those. It was pretty much, well, it died. I don't want to say I killed it because that sounds horrible, but it was one of those things where, it puts up the growth, and progressively the growths were looking good, kind of wonky initially with acclimating, and then it finally produced growths that were upright and seemed to be going towards bloom. Well, not bloom size, but bigger than the previous pseudobulbs, which is a good thing. You want them to move in an upward direction. You want them to get progressively bigger as they age, and that guarantees more flowers. So that's the goal. And when you don't get that, that's frustrating. And that's what I was getting with Digby on. It was just wonky. And then when it looked like it was going to do something, it didn't. And this is really not fragrant at the moment, but it was earlier today. And this would have won the most fragrance probably if it would have been in, uh, if the fragrance would have been coming through on Friday at 10, but it wasn't. And this is the other interesting down here. So what I was saying basically was, since I, it's not really worth it for me to get a Penny Corota, another one, since I already had issues with one, and I know that I cannot grow Digbyana. I might as well just get the best of both worlds, which is a cross. And this happens to be the best of both worlds because I get the fragrance, I get the spots, I get those flares, and I get that lip. It's perfect. Now, this is going to be a really nice thing as well, that encyclia up there. And this is the one that I probably was, yeah, this was the most expensive encyclia. And when I got it, it bloomed. It had four spikes on it. And sight unseen, when the plant came to me after the existing spikes, because they were kind of going over anyway, I did not even notice, but there are a lot. You see those shadows in those spikes, in those sheaths? I'm sorry. That means there's going to be another flush of spikes, which means that I'll get to see more flowers, more fragrance, and they're just all around the plant. Yeah, sheath after sheath. So that's going to be really nice. This up here is really developing nice as well. This is my uh, BC something. Let me bring this back up. Um, Let me turn this around because really I was going to give it a drink, but it's not putting up any growth. And you really should not water encyclias unless they are growing bulbs. There, that sits up there. But this is my BC. I know what this is. It is, yeah, erosion, which is a primary cross. Walkeriana times glauca. Bloomed last year, and I don't remember if it bloomed from sheaths or not. I don't think so. And then it's put up numerous growths around the plant. So hopefully there's growths there. And then over this way, there's growths, growth, growth there. So we will see what happens with this plant. It's very fragrant and beautiful. BC erosion. I actually have two of these. One I was giving away. I guess I still can. Let me get this out of here. This is something that I also noticed today. You see that bud right there? That's what I just noticed when I was putting it in the water. This just bloomed for me. And this is Hawaiian kaleidoscope, which is Hippodamia times Richard Mueller. So again, another rebloomer just bloomed for me. And I have not even fertilized. Can you imagine? And that sits right there. I repotted this. This is wolf leopard, which is Martin Wolf times, um, yeah, wine eye leopard. And it was basically came, and I just put it in a bigger pot, filled it in with some cocoa husk, and there's bark in there and rock. And so what I'm hoping is the roots were coming, you can see, on the outside of the pot. And what I'm planning on is them attaching itself to this, and then this will be its new, and it has a little more room to grow because you can see the pot. Oh no, I repotted this. No, it's not. There's the pot in there. But you see the growths, one, two, and there's that since it's been repotted. And here's the tag. What does that say? That's not it. It's Martin. It's wolf leopard. That's what it is. What else is up here? Back over here. Wait a minute. Okay. Yeah, these are the plants that actually fell. Here's my big epidendrum that fell, and I repotted it. And still is okay. So far, so good. There's my Arpophyllum gigantea here. I'm trying to give it some more light and watering it a bit more. This right here is relatively new, and this is my BC Helen. I think that's what it is. Helen. Yeah, Helen. And when I got it, it was putting up growths, and there's a sheath, and there's a sheath over there. So we will see what goes on with Helen. I think Helen may have some Digby on it in it as well. Um, Let me see what this thing says right here. Well, it doesn't say much. BC Helen. And look at those roots. Ooh, lose it. All right. So these are my Guariantes, Lantiaca, Guatemalensis, Borinjana. Let's see. What else can I show you? These are here about to bloom. rebloom. And both of these are the same plant, but look at the differences in the spike. Yeah, that's gonna bloom. And look at those already have just the buds, and the spike is considerably shorter, but it's gonna bloom for me nonetheless. Um, what else? Anything up here? Nice big growth here. This is Martin Wolf. And here's a nice big growth here. And that's Mark Jones. And that's got a sheath. That's my Bay Tripper. What else? I think I lost that. I know I did. There's no thinking about it. On this, you see that? It's blasted. I should have just left it alone. That was my fault in even paying any attention to it because it is camera shy. Um, but at least, yeah, yes, Sharon, I am. And I'm getting ready to get off of here too. But that's fine. I'm just killing time. And I think I am going to be losing my sesquisquadale. It is putting up, I mean, there's a leaf there, but I don't know. And is this one looks a little bit more healthy, honestly. And I just don't like the way that's, yeah. But um, anyway, I cannot complain. I that looks just like yours. Your little, but I saw that today. What was yours? Yours was why not? Why not? Right? Yeah. Send what to you? Oh, give me a break, Sharon. If it dies, I'm not okay. I'll give it to you when it dies, when the thing falls off, and I'll just give you the stem. Okay, that is the Lanny Mori. That is nice. Here's that other baby Sugita spots times Mark Jones, the one that's blooming over there. I have three of those actually. Goodness gracious. This just opened today, which is lovely, lovely. And as is this Orchid Jungle, a completely different smell. So it's nice to have all these different encyclias with different scents. And I know my Brassavolas are going to be kicking out soon because I see those. That's going to be blooming soon, which it's about time. George Tyler times Cuculata. I think they all are going to do something. Even my Miyaka Stars, although that looks like it's getting too much light. See, that's sunburn. Let me pull that out because it wasn't doing that until I put it up there. A little bit too much light there. So you're going down right now and you're moving somewhere else. What else? My roof. I noticed my BC Sunny the Light times Richard Mueller was trying to, it's actually recovering because you can see the other side is, but I saw another growth somewhere. I thought I saw it. Yeah, there it is. So yay, that's good. Oh, and look, just dropped it. Okay, there. What else? This is closed already. Kind of disappointing that second flower on that. And things are looking okay over here. My little kiki of that's Johnny Eye. And look at this. And this I have not even touched this. I've just left it in this thing. And I think there's a new growth come. Anyway, if I look at that too much, it'll die. But there is something coming up new there. Let's look back here. My files are still looking great. Hoping this leaf gets further down. Area is looking great. Roots are still coming out. What are you over there talking about, Sharon? I don't. I'm doing this video and you're over there cracking up. Anyway, and this is a nodosa. No, this is a little stars here, giving me more growth. And yeah, let's go this way because I really have not. Mm, I wish I could smell this. I really have not even shown my trichocentrum as well, just briefly. But it decided to open up all at once. Let me see if I can move this away for a minute. Okay, and lost a few rocks, but that's okay. This is that Jason Fuchs that I got, and it's got another spike, two more spikes. Wait a minute. Okay, so you're trying to come out of your pot here. That's what you're doing. Let me take this out because actually, yeah, let me just take that out. I think it's just in there. Yeah, I need to take this out before it falls out because look at those growths, and that is my Epidendrum ciliare. So I need to preserve those growths because that was about to fall out. Nice, nice growths. But there again, you can see it's got to get to there to bloom. So we're working on that. And I hit my head here. This flower is going over. Didn't last so long. That's a little stars times something. But this is really, really nice. Really nice. And there's another one over here that's a Jason Fuchs. I'm, yeah, I guess I don't really need to put the sphagnum on there, but the plant that really benefited is this plant right here. This is my Stacey that really benefited from that sphagnum moss because the roots just took off on this plant. I mean, they're all the way. You can't really see them now, but if I wet this, you will see those root tips. I mean, they look kind of, they're a little bit warty or, kind of warty, but they, yeah, you can see those root tips right there. And it's given me, this is a third growth here. That's third growth. It's given me two others here. And I put more moss over on this one just because it was giving me some little babies here. So I'm thinking that they like the moss when they're young. So until they get to be blooming size. And there's that. Look, I just saw this right now. And I was just talking about my Chrysobelas. And there I see a spike. And that is my perenni. And that is going to be the first of many because I know perenni reblooms. And I think this is probably an old, no, this looks like a new, no, it isn't because this is the newer growth here. I mean, I guess it's not a previously bloomed spike, but they do bloom off of previously bloomed. They have a second blooming off of spikes that have bloomed. Um, this is another Basavula that I wish I would see some roots. All I see are growths. Wait a minute. There's a root right there, and I need the root to get on the mount. Although it's tied to the mount, I've had this for several years. This is a Basavula Mini Mouse that I got from Bill Tom's. And this cucullata up here is taking off. You can see how the previous are green, The new are purple. And I'm going to leave it like that because I know cucullata requires higher light than most. And here's my Fragillaris crossed with Mark Jones times something jungle elf. And again, I don't want to look at this too hard because it'll mess up. But so far, this little seedling is doing okay, as is the majority of them. But these flowers are just spectacular. I don't think, yeah, there is no fragrance. So, but anyway, this was a rescue. This is Epidendrum Gordon Vickers. That's what it is, which is Basava nodosa times Encyclia tampensis. And you see those roots coming through the back. This was only put on here this spring, and it actually had rotted a growth, and it was looking like it was going to die. And then I took it, it was on a pot, in a pot, and I took it out and put it on this, and you see it's I think it's recovering. There's a new growth there, and it's put out this growth. So that's great. Here is another cucullata up there. That one bloomed. See now? Okay. I need to quit doing. I'll see you guys later.